Again look at this window, how to work with that design view, form, property window and the solution window. Whenever you start with the new project, this window will appear on which you have to work. Now what is a property window? I am again repeating and repeating, you have to select the property window. Whenever you see this form 1, the properties that are appearing here is shown in this box. Clear? Whenever you click here, it will look at this. Whenever you click here, then it will open a new screen like this. These are the properties from where you can change the properties of the form. If you you can use these all properties in your programming lab also, that which type of property you want to change. Text form 1, you can change the name of the form. Clear? Which properties you want to use, you can select here. Draw grid lines, true. Grid size, how much size of the form you want. Like these commands are here that you use to change the properties of the form that is visible. Here color property is also available, background property is also available. I am doing step by step how to change the title of the form. By default it is form1.vb. If you want to change, then select here text form 1. If you click here, it will be clicked and you can retype the name of the form. To change title of the form, text property is there. By choosing this text property, you can change the name of the form in your programming. Clear? Now next, how to change the background color of the form. There is a BackColor option, BackColor. Click on that control. Whenever you click here, a different color window appear. You can choose that color and press OK. Then it will change the color of your form. Choose the BackColor property. To change the background color of the form, use BackColor property in property windows. Now next is the background color, background image. Whenever you click here, it will appear a browser on to select the picture that you want to paste on the form. You can select any picture that is stored in your computer already. You can select that image and it will be displayed on the on your form whenever you select that image from this option. This is background image option. By BackColor you can change the color of your form. Background image means you can change the background image of the form. Now to add a message to a form, use label component. Color of label text is changed using ForeColor property in properties window. Means you can use various tools that are available here, various properties that are available in VB.NET. By simply clicking on that, there is no need to write a single amount of instructions here to change the color or to change the background or to insert the picture on that form. Simply by clicking, dragging and dropping, you can use that all features on your form. Now this is a toolbox. We have done the property window. Now this is a toolbox that appears whenever you want to work. I was telling you that, I just go back. Here is a toolbox. Whenever you click here, that toolbox will appear that we are doing now. This is your toolbox. Whenever you click here, there are different tools that you can use in your program, in your form design. Toolbox contains components which can be added to a form. Usually you work with labels, buttons and text boxes and the check boxes, radio buttons. You must aware of these all, I know. PictureBox, these are all the DataGrid lines. ListBox means these are the all combination of features that you can use. How you can use, I just tell you. This is the font size. If you want to choose, if you just select label, suppose here we click on label. This label is clicked by the developer or by the user on your form and a label will appear on the form. And on the properties of the label, whenever you see the properties of the label, then this will appear. This is font, means you can change the font of that label. To change label font, use font property in properties window. You can change the ForeColor of that label also. Label is what means you can want to display only the name of the your name on the form. Suppose you want to display your name on the form, then select label. And then these are the properties of the label. Change the font size and the font color by selecting font or ForeColor for that label only. Then you can text align, where text should be aligned on the top, on the left, on the bottom. You can select the text align properties also. To center level text within the area occupied by label, use TextAlign property in property window. Means TextAlign property is used. Note down these properties. You must be aware of these all properties. TextAlign means how to align the text in that label. It should be on top, it should be on bottom, on left side or right side or justified. Whenever you select these all, it will display on the form. To add a button, how to add a button to the form? Double click on the button component. Note down, whenever you see your toolbox, here is a button. I tell you where is the button available here. This is a button. Look at this, this is button. Whenever you click here, double click here, it will display on your form. When it display on your form, it will look like that. Button 1. Whenever you select the button from this toolbox, same was label. Whenever you select this button will appear on your screen, and whenever you select this, property window is here, same in like label. You can change the properties of that button by selecting ForeColor, text align. Okay, you can change the properties of the button from this property window by dragging and dropping these grid lines. Clear? Button does what? In always whenever you work with any project, whenever you click, it does something. How actually it does something? Whenever you double click on this button, it will open you a coding window. Here you write your coding. Clear? This window will appear like this. Clear? Here button property will appear. Then you can write here, suppose you want to here are two text boxes in which you enter two numbers 2 and 4. You want, whenever you click on this button, it will display the sum of that two numbers. How it will do this? You can only align the text boxes by dragging and dropping here. Clear? Whenever, so the coding is done in this window. Means whenever any value is entered in text1.text is equal to 2 and text2.text is equal to 3, then command button should display the sum of that numbers. Means the programming is done here. This is only the designing view, how you want to show your form, how you want to look, that how the form should be looked after the execution. Clear? Now exploring the debugging tools, how you can debug your program. A debugger helps isolate errors that keep a program form running as intended. I already told you how debugger works. A debugger can be used to set breakpoints. Note down this, what is a breakpoint in VB.NET? Breakpoint means you can insert any breakpoint in your coding so that the execution of the program can be stopped on that breakpoints. Clear? A breakpoint is a flag that tells the debugger to temporarily suspend the execution of a program at a particular point. Breakpoint is a flag that tells the debugger to temporarily suspend execution of a program at a particular point. Now, debugger is used to identify errors in the programs. Debugger cannot find coding errors that prevent the logical errors. If you want to do sum, you have used the minus sign there, then it will not find that type of error. It will find only the syntactical errors in your program. To compile and execute the program, click debug on the menu bar, click start without debugging, and same the message box will display. That message box will look like that. If the errors are there were build errors, continue, yes or no. Okay, build error box. If you select yes, then again a window appears that tells you how to remove the errors in that, like this. It shows you the error line where the error is occurring. Suppose this is a console word, you misspelled by mistake, and this will give you error that this is not a word that is defined in your VB language. Clear how to debug the program and which type of window will appear after debugging the program if the errors are there, and it will show you where the line is where the error is occurring. Clear? Now to set a breakpoint, how to insert a breakpoint in your program. In code window, right click on the statement on which code window is what? This is your code window. Okay, right click on the statement, click insert breakpoint on shortcut menu. Whenever you insert a breakpoint in this, suppose here I want to insert a breakpoint, then right click here and select insert breakpoint. This is very simple. Clear? VB.NET development environment programmer can search for help options also. There are basically different types of helps that you want. Can be dynamic or can be context sensitive help. And this is a help window that tells you how to get the help. Clear? Now help menu has different options. You can check in your programming lab which type of options are available here. Index, content options, search options and dynamic help options are also available here. Now context sensitive help can be invoked by pressing F1 key also. This is a shortcut key for taking help in VB.NET programming language. Understanding the main menu, we have already done about what the main window is, how we can use the toolbars, how can we view the forms by dragging and dropping. Now simple form design example. Suppose you want to display this on the screen. How will you do this? This is a form. First of all, we have changed the background, then we have insert a label box here, then the picture. Can you do this? We have already done this all. This is your assignment that you have to do this. Change the background of the form, insert the picture and insert a label box on that form only and then execute. Clear? I tell you how will you do this. First of all, you have to select your project, then name the project, which type of name you want, the name of your simple program form 1. How can you change this name? By selecting the form 1 on your main window, you can select this. Clear? From where? Whenever you do this, simple form main menu window will appear, MDI form will appear, your main MDE form will appear, and on which by selecting you can change the name of the project. You have changed a simple program and this form will appear as a simple program instead of form 1. Clear? Now what we have to do? We have to insert a label box here. Then first of all we will change the background of the this form. Select this form and go to the property window. Whenever you will go to the property window, you will see this window and select BackColor. Whenever you select BackColor, then select the BackColor. Suppose we have selected this color, this is the BackColor, then you have to click here. Whenever you will click here, it will display like this. Okay, now from Toolbox we have dragged a label box here. Clear? First of all, we have designed a form, then we have to change the background by clicking on that form in the property window, then ForeColor, then ForeColor is equal to cyan, and then Toolbox, drag a label on that. From this Toolbox, drag a label. By double clicking or by a single clicking, you can change the name of the label, or by selecting this label, same go to the property window and change the name as Welcome to Visual Basic. Clear? We have written here Welcome to Visual Basic by simply dragging the label box on that window. Now again you can change the font of that that we have written here, Welcome to Visual Basic. How to you can change the font or font size by again selecting the property window, select font, which type of font you want, change the font and then change the size of the font, regular 24, OK. Then it will appear TextAlign. Again we select the property TextAlign. TextAlign means same as we want on the top, left, center or anywhere. Then select this, then this will appear, Welcome to Visual Basic. Again click a PictureBox on that from Toolbox. PictureBox is here. By double clicking it will give you a path where you image by or image. Select the image of that property PictureBox. Image is there, then click here on this 3 dots. Whenever you click here, it will give you this from where you want to pick the picture to insert on that. Suppose I select this bug and open, and same the screen will here. This picture will be inserted on your form PictureBox. Again you can execute this by clicking on this button. It will display the output of your program. This will be Welcome to Visual Basic. Clear? Perform this in your practical lab, how to insert the picture, how to change the background color and how to insert the label box on the form. Clear? So today we have done this all .NET environment, IDE, programming language supported by Visual Studio, text editor, color coding, development tools and all that. Thank you very much.